Hi, I'm Kieran. I am owner and founder and head coach of KP Health, a premium coaching service which aims to help regular people both look and feel phenomenal for life without any restricted dieting, without sacrificing their social life, and without crying into a lettuce leaf 95% of the time. I've helped over 200 regular people achieve life-changing results that last a lifetime, rather than just for a couple of weeks. And right now, I'm going to give you a video which is designed to help you do the exact same thing. No editing, no jump shots, no filters, nothing at all, no subtitles, as you can probably see. Just raw, unedited value, and how I'm going to teach you exactly how you can also lose fat, transform your body, transform your life, without ever restricting anything that brings you joy. Now, over the past 6 to 7 years that I've been doing this job, I have basically reverse engineered all of my top performers, all of my superstars, all of the people that do obviously achieve these life-changing results, those 200 plus people. Because, full transparency, I have helped get results for more than 200 people in my career. But those 200 people have achieved the most life-changing results, the jaw-dropping results, the things that they genuinely cry because they finally achieved the life that they've always desired, the confidence that they always want. And these 200 plus superstars, I reverse engineered their journey. I looked at where they struggled with to begin with, where they ended up, and then I went back over the things which ultimately they fixed to help them get to the place where they are now. And from reverse engineering that, I have pinpointed three main pillars, three main touch points, which these superstars actually did and applied and worked on, which allowed them to lose 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds and above. And not just that, but get stronger than they've ever been, become more confident than they've ever been before in their life, being able to wear outfits which they wouldn't have prior, being able to wear clothes, feel sexy in them, be able to get pictures taken without feeling anxious, and actually enjoy the gym. Because a lot of these people started from a place where they've never stepped foot into a gym in their life, and they didn't ever consider themselves being a gym person. The three main pillars which I found that these people worked on, perfected, did really well with, are as follows. First off, nutrition. This is calories and protein. They're the two main touch points that they really focused on. The second thing that they focused on was training and activity. So training, exercising, intentional exercise, going to the gym, and then activity, working on their steps as well. I've coupled these two together because they are kind of two sides of the same coin. And finally, we've got the accountability and the guidance aspect as well. The art of giving yourself something to stay accountable to, asking for help, and getting the support of your peers on your journey. Now, I'm going to break down all three of these pillars for you, so you can obviously start working on them as soon as you watch this video. And then in a couple of months' time, you'll be able to turn around to me either on YouTube or on my Instagram at k.p_health. If you've not already, give it a follow and talk to me about exactly how it's been going. And I'm just going to butt in right now and say, if you do want some personal, private help with this, and if you want to guarantee that you nail these three pillars and ultimately get the results that you desire for life, there's going to be a form in the description below. All I want you to do is just fill out that form, and I'll be in touch with you personally to see exactly how me and my team can help you get there. Anyway, the three pillars. First off, nutrition. Now, I like to call this Gran Made Simple. And the reason why is because a lot of people tend to overcomplicate nutrition. They tend to overcomplicate food. They think they've got to intake a certain amount of carbohydrates. They've got to eat a certain amount of fats. They've got to eat at certain times. They've got to be really, 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 like complex with how they're supposed to be eating, following a diet plan, for example. This is all complete bullshit. You shouldn't be wasting your time in all of these things which don't really matter. Same with supplements. Only really take supplements if you really truly do need it. The first thing that you need to do is work out your calorie maintenance, your total daily energy expenditure. You can do this through many calorie calculator apps on the internet, literally tdecalculator.net, or any of your calorie tracking apps actually work this out automatically. Find out your total daily energy expenditure, and then you're going to do something really simple. You're going to eat 5 to 10% below that consistently. Now, this requires you to actually get used to the tracking aspect as well, because much like finances and much like trying to stay within a financial budget, calorie tracking is going to be the gold standard for making sure that you're eating less calories than what you're burning off. So to get used to the calorie tracking, I recommend sticking with those maintenance calories for about a week or two whilst you get used to it. And then when you feel ready, take your calories down 5 to 10%. See how you feel on that for a couple of weeks. And if there's any change, stick with it. And what I mean by change is, have you noticed a change in the scales? Have you noticed a change with how you look? Have you noticed a change with your clothes? Anything like that, stick with it for 2 to 3 weeks. If there's a change, stick with it indefinitely. If there's not, take your calories down by another 5 to 10%. Protein is also a part of the nutritional aspect. And what I recommend you do is, if you've never tracked your protein before and you've never really been open to keeping in line with a certain protein target, start with 1 gram per kilogram of body weight per day. If you're 70 kilograms in weight, aim for 70 grams of protein. If you're 120 kilograms in body weight, aim for 120 grams of protein. Once again, see how that goes for a couple of weeks. Try and really hit that target. And then if you do well, take it up to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, then 1.4, and then try and hit that mythical 1.6. Ideally, the mythical range is 1.6 grams to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. But once again, if you've never tried this before, it's going to probably be a little bit more difficult. So start out at 1. That is the nutritional aspect. That's what you need to do in order to start getting the results. The second pillar, training and activity. There's been a lot of studies recently which have said that after the 8K mark of 8K steps a day, the law of diminishing return starts to happen, which basically means that the value actually starts diminishing over time. That doesn't mean that if you get 10K steps out a day, it's bad. It just means that if you really want to start improving your activity, then stop trying to aim for 10K, especially if you're a sedentary person, and aim for about 6 to 8 instead. This is going to increase your calorie expenditure and make creating that calorie deficit, which we spoke about in that first pillar, much, much easier. Now, the training aspect is also pretty simple. You don't need to be going into the gym 5, 6, 7 times a week. 2 to 4 times to begin with is ideal. Ideally focus on a full body routine which works your entire body. So you've got legs in there, you've got shoulders in there, you've got chest in there, you've got back in there, you've got hamstrings and glutes in there. If you need any help with this, please feel free just to message me either on here or on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to give you some advice on a basic workout routine that you can do. You're going to do that 2 to 4 times. So ideally have two full body routines with different exercises to keep the variation. Then the next time you're going to go into the gym the following week, you're going to try and do a little bit better with that. You're going to try and improve it and progress it a little bit. So if you did 10 kilogram squats the first week for 12 reps, the next week try and do 12 kilograms for 8 reps. The week after, do 12 kilograms for 10 reps. The week after, 12 kilograms for 12 reps. You get the idea. That is as simple as exercise and training goes. 2 to 4 times a week, full body routines, progressive overload. Finally, we've got the accountability pillar. Now, the accountability and the guidance pillar I call coaching made compassionate, because ultimately that's what I think everybody needs. You need something to stay accountable to. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy a coach, or you've got to buy the most expensive diet plan you can think of. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you need something to stay accountable to, because if we are accountable to something, if there's a consequence for not doing the thing that we need to do, then we're going to struggle. Imagine if you go to work and they told you weren't going to get paid for a month. I guarantee you wouldn't go in. So you need to put your money where your mouth is, or put your accountability where your mouth is as well. Maybe give yourself some kind of incentive. If I go to the gym 10 times this month, I'm going to treat myself to a new bag from Zara. If I manage to, lose a kilogram this month, I'm going to go to a fancy restaurant, one of my favourite fancy restaurants. Some kind of accountability. And as I said, there is also buying a coach as well. That's probably the most simple, efficient, easiest way to get accountability in your life to do the shit that you need to do, because they're going to keep on you. Now, another form of accountability, and this also comes down to the guidance aspect as well, is seek out help from a professional or from your peers. Obviously, Instagram at the moment is full of online coaches, lots of good content. There is a lot of shit content, but there's also a lot of good content as well. Seek out a professional, ask for help, or seek out a community and ask for help as well. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there focused around calorie tracking, going to the gym, fitness, fat loss, all that good stuff. Get a group of peers, a group of people, a community who will keep you accountable, who will cheer you on in your corner, and who will help you out if you're struggling. Doing it alone is something that I did when I first started. And I struggled for the first 2 to 3 years of my own fitness journey because I thought I was Billy Big Bollocks and I thought that I could do it all on my own. When in actual fact, all I needed was a group of people, peers, friends, a mentor, whoever it was supporting me on that journey, which I didn't have. I only found that out 3 years into my journey, and as soon as I got that, my results just started increasing massively. So get a professional or peers to give you that accountability. And there, the 3 pillars: nutrition, training and activity, and then accountability and support. If you nail the 3 things that I've mentioned in here, I guarantee in the next 2 to 3 months, you're going to make more progress than you've ever made before in your life. And you're going to look back on this video and say to yourself, that's the best video I've ever watched. I hope so anyway. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you've got any questions, comment below and I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Follow my Instagram at k.p_health for more daily content, which is going to help you achieve the results that you want. And as I said as well at the start of this video, if you want some private help, if you want to work with me privately, and guarantee that in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whenever it is, you don't just feel incredible, but you look incredible as well for the rest of your life, not just for a 4-week blip. Feel free to fill in the form in the description below, and I'll be in touch with you to see exactly how I can help you do that. In the meantime, take care and have a lovely rest of your day. Peace.